COVID-19 is also causing a problem for KU after head football coach Les Miles tested positive. 41 Action News anchor Gabriella Pagan shows us the video of him just hours before being diagnosed.
It's a national news, right? Why couldn't we get it that we won by 50 points instead of that our coach has COVID?
The news of University of Kansas head football coach Les Miles testing positive for coronavirus hours after hosting the university's weekly radio show Hawk Talk at Johnny's Tavern in Lawrence.
Coach, unfortunately, last night was one of our slower Hawk Talks for business, but I guess fortunately for this scenario, it was great that it wasn't busy.
Co-owner of Johnny's, Rick Renfro, says thanks to the COVID protocols they have in place, exposure was limited. And the Lawrence Douglas Health Department agrees, saying in a statement to 41 Action News, quote, "At this point, after communication with KU and the owner of Johnny's Tavern West, we would not consider those in general attendance at Wednesday night's airing of Hawk Talk to be at risk for high exposure." Going on to say, quote, "This is based on the protocols they had in place and implemented for the show, including social distancing, mask wearing during restaurant movement, and the use of plexiglass barriers."
The health and the safety of our staff and our customers is the most important thing. Everything else is secondary, thirdary, fourthary.
Any other health reports to pass along?
Yeah, I have a cold. But those things, yeah, I hear that.
As for head coach Les Miles, from his home, where he is now self-isolating, Miles says he will continue to fulfill his head coach responsibilities remotely. Going on to say, quote, "Although I will not physically be able to attend practice for the time being, I will be using the technology available for remote working to stay connected during staff meetings, meetings with players, etc." But questions are still looming about what that will look like come practice time and whether this will increase testing for players ahead of their next game against West Virginia on October 17th. Current Big 12 conference policy is to test players 3 times per week.
You know, it's more now about that this is going to happen. We got to learn how to deal with it and keep moving along.
In Lawrence, Gabriella Pagan, 41 Action News.